slate your name, please.
Sure. Hi, I'm Stephen Odachowski.
And the name of this commercial for all of you to slate is Who Does This HIP? All right, so please slate. In fact, all of you, we're going to start again. I want you to slate where you live. First of all, your name, where you live, and the name of the commercial is Who Does This HIP? All right, okay. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Stephen Odachowski. I live in Hollywood, California, and this is for Who Did This HIP?
Who does this?
Who does this HIP?
All right, thank you. And action.
When my wife broke her hip, it was a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. The ER visits, the surgeries, and rehab, it was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge. He walked us through all our Medicare benefits. But after the call, he researched rehab facilities for us. Then he called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
Okay, let's take this and get rid of the commercial, please. All right. Again, slate your name, where you're from, and the name of the commercial. Don't rush it, Stephen. Don't rush.
Okay.
Don't rush that commercial. It's got to be real. You have to
Sure.
feel it. You're waiting for your wife to get out.
You got it. What is I'm going to mess up the name of the commercial. I don't want to do that. Can you just tell me it one more?
Who does
this HIP? Okay.
All right,
Does
HIP.
this HIP?
HIP.
Okay. Hi, I'm Stephen Odachowski. I live in Hollywood, California. This is for Who Does This HIP? When my wife broke her hip, it was a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. The ER visits, the surgeries, and rehab, it was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge. He walked us through all our Medicare benefits. Then after the call, he researched rehab facilities for us, then called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
That was really good, Stephen. How'd you feel about it?
I felt good.
The only thing it's lacking is emotion.
Okay.
I
You want
mean,
me to do it again?
yeah, and I'm going to time you. I think it's lacking emotion because you said it so brilliantly and so well that it didn't seem to me like you were disturbed.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so hold
Yeah.
on. And you don't have to slate this time, just start the commercial and action.
When my wife broke her hip, it was a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. The ER visits, the surgeries, and rehab, it was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge. He walked us through all our Medicare benefits. Then after the call, he researched rehab facilities for us, called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
27 and 62 seconds, I'd buy it. And this time I felt much, much better with it, except you dropped who does that.
Did I?
A little bit.
That would have given me a little more seconds on there.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do it again?
I mean, yeah, you didn't drop it and you said the words, but you dropped your tone.
I dropped my tone. Yeah, I tend to do that.
All right.
I get lazy at the end.
No,
right.
it's not. But great. I couldn't remember it that fast. That's good. And action.
When my wife broke her hip, it was a long road to recovery. Needless to say, it was a lot to deal with. The ER visits, the surgeries, and rehab, it was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge. He walked us through all our Medicare benefits. Then after the call, he researched rehab facilities for us, called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
Actually, it was shorter. It was 26 seconds. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind it. That time I believed it. That was really nice. Good work, sweetie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next. Okay, Alicia, you want to put that up there? Barbara, you can go after this. You want to put your side up so you can see it? I don't want you to read from it. Yeah. Okay. So I want you to slate your name, where you live, and the name of the commercial, which is Who Does This? HIP. Okay, can I just suggest that since this is a Pennsylvania commercial, that you might want to say North Hills, California. So let's try that again, honey. Who does this? Got it. All right, here we go, sweetie. All right, so take off the commercial now. So, Alicia, I want you to think of your mother. And I want some emotion because you've got no emotion to it. All right, honey. Or your husband. Yeah. Okay. And action. 28 seconds. Pretty close. You want to try it again? No, you weren't grimacing at all. Um, I just, I just felt you really rushed. I don't want it to be a 35-second, but I just felt that I didn't get a connection that this was a woman in the hospital waiting. Okay. And action. 28 seconds. Pretty good. You're not looking at the script, are you, somewhere? You have it up. I think that you're doing much better, Alicia. How'd you feel about that? It doesn't matter. You were just really fun. You took my direction much better. Okay. Good work, honey. Barbara? All right, let's put the sides up for Barbara. Barbara, don't have them in front of you. We're going to put them up there. Um, there you go. Can you see it on your screen? All right. I want you to slate your name, city, state you're from, and the commercial, which is who does that? HIV, HI, whatever it is. It's not HIV. It's H. Honey, turn on your microphone. It would help.
Yes, it would. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm talking to you. I was saying, isn't it hip?
It's HIP. Yes. Thank you.
No, but doesn't that stand for hip? Because her husband broke his hip?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, my name is Barbara Attell. I live in Mission Viejo, California. Mission Viejo.
Don't you just love moments like that? Where suddenly there's mashed potatoes in your mouth.
Yes.
I thought it was cute. All right, here we go.
Mission Viejo. I live in Mission Viejo. Hmm.
Here we go. Let's try it again.
Ooh. Hi, my name is Barbara Attell. I live in Mission. I'm sorry. Now I have the giggles. This is bad. Huh.
Ouch. That sounded like it hurt.
It did, but it stopped me from giggling. Okay, I hope. Now my earplug won't come in. Okay, here we go. Hi, my name is Barbara Attell. I live in Mission Viejo, California, and I am doing a commercial. I'm crying now. You should see Nancy and I last night. We drove home from a rehearsal, and she said something, or she did an imitation of a cat. And it was so funny that I couldn't drive. I was driving. I was laughing so hard, the tears were streaming down my face. Oh,
Oh,
God.
yeah, Nancy, you're going to have to do that imitation.
Yeah, yeah. She was almost running off the road. I had to kind of lean over and grab it. I was doing an imitation of from a big cattail where a lioness had lost her cub and she was doing her call to what were we even talking about, Barbara? That we were doing those.
I
Oh,
don't.
we were talking about tennis players, women tennis player, and the grunting that they do. It's so irritating watching tennis championships. Started doing this. Ooh.
Don't, no, now I'm never going to be able to do this. No, I can't.
I got a trigger point for Barbara.
You better not do that tomorrow when I'm on stage. I'll
Yeah,
fall.
yeah. Before we have you go out on stage. Sure.
Don't you dare.
No, I won't.
Here we go. But it's called Who Does This?
Who does this? Hi, my name is Barbara Attell. I live in Mission Viejo, California, and this is Who Does This? HIP. When
Okay.
my husband broke his hip, he had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with the ER visit, surgery, and rehab. It was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge, who walked us through all of our Medicare benefits. But after the call, without asking, he did all this research for rehab facilities. And then he called us back on his day off. Who does that?
All right, that was good. All right, take it off so she can't see it anymore. You don't have a paper there or anything, do you, Barbara? Okay, take it off, Alicia, please. Alicia! Is it off your computer? It's on mine. Hello, Alicia. Can you remove it? Oh, God. Alicia, thank you. All right, here we go, Barbara.
Do you need me to slate again?
No.
When my husband broke his hip, he had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. The ER visit, surgery, and then rehab. It was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge, who walked us through all our Medicare benefits. And then after the call, without asking, he researched all these rehab facilities. Then he called us back on his day off. Who does this?
36 seconds.
That was a bit slow.
But it was good. So let's just tighten it up. I'm
Okay.
impressed you guys memorized it because I had a terrible, maybe because I was in such a state.
Oh,
But
when yeah, if I am tense, I can't. I mean,
I was in such a state, I just kept frigging up the words. All right, but that was good. Let's just tighten it up a little bit.
okay, let me fix my stupid earbud. Okay.
And action.
When my husband broke his hip, it was a long road to recovery. Needless to say,
No. I can't let you do that. Stop. You can't make those sound effects. Remember, we talked about them. They're called onomatopoeias.
mm,
Don't do that.
okay.
All right. And let's start again. Action.
When my husband broke his hip, he had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to do. I mean, surgery. I'm sorry.
Again, you
I
gotta
forgot it.
stop.
I did it. I know. I forgot my words. There was a lot.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Leave it alone. Come on.
Okay.
And action.
When my husband broke his hip, he had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to do. The ER visit, the surgery, and rehab. It was all overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge, who walked us through all our Medicare benefits. And then after the call, without asking, he did research on all the rehab facilities. Then he called us back, and on his day off, who does that? I did way too long again.
Yeah, it was 34 seconds. And also, you're doing, who does
Okay.
that? Try not, for all of us, and myself included. I've done it. I've done these onomatopoeias a million times. My big one was, huh? Huh? So we all do it. I just want to kind of point it out to you guys so you don't do it. All right. So, and ready? Action.
When my husband broke his hip, it was a long road to recovery. There was a lot to do. Like, I forgot the lines. I'm sorry. I thought I knew them, but I forgot them.
It's okay. Are you looking at them now?
Needless to say, what was it? Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. Okay,
Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with surgery, hospital surgery.
I just forgot the needless to say, there was a lot to do.
Oh, you forget one word, you're dead.
I know.
All right. So, and action.
When my husband broke his hip, it was a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with: the surgery, the ER visit, and the rehab. So it was all overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge, who walked us through all the Medicare benefits. Then, after the call, without asking, he researched all the rehab facilities. Then he called us back on his day off. Who does this?
28 seconds. I'll buy it. Good girl.
Okay, thanks.
Good work. I suspect Nancy's next. Oh, Jennifer. All right, Missy.
I'll give it a shot. Oh my gosh, why can I still see
Why
myself?
don't you say boyfriend?
Boyfriend broke his hip? Okay. Why
Yeah,
am I seeing myself?
Say that again. What?
I'm seeing myself. I don't want to see myself. I hid myself view.
Well, then put the cursor in your picture. There'll be 3 dots on the right side, upper right side, and it'll say hide self view.
I did. It says show self view, but I still see myself. Hold on, let me show myself and then find myself again. Nothing happened. Whew, okay. Oh well.
Can you see your sides?
No.
Alicia, can we put up the sides for her so she can see them one time through?
Uh, hold on. I have a plan. I have an idea. I'm gonna do this. Okay, I got it. I can't see myself. Cool.
Good girl.
Okay,
But you can see your sides, right?
I can see the sides right here. Yeah, cool. Okay, cool. And then slating.
Slate your name, where you're from, California, and then who does
Does
this?
this HIP?
Uh-huh.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Rangel. I am from Riverside, California, and this is for Who Does This HIP? When my boyfriend broke his hip, it was a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. ER visit, surgery, and rehab. It was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge, and he took us through all the Medicare benefits. But after the call, without asking, he researched more rehab facilities for us. And then he called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
Good.
Ooh, I almost forgot, but okay.
I want to see something. Hold on. Let me just check something. Don't leave out the word on his day off. I mean, who does that?
Oh, on his day off. I mean, who does that? Okay,
There you go. Okay.
cool. I'll try to
Alicia,
remember.
can you get rid? There you go. All right, sweetheart. Ready?
I am ready.
And I think you do this a lot. And so I'm going to just let you know, don't touch your hair every time you're about ready to start. Casting directors have this whole thing about pretty girls with long, beautiful hair like you doing that. You know what I mean? So yeah, shake it back, do anything, but don't flip it
So
back.
even when it's not, even when we're not going, because I thought it was like when the camera was rolling. Is it before too?
Um,
So like if before, I'm supposed to go, if I go like this, is that okay?
no,
No? Okay. I'll remember. I'll try. Okay.
hold on, wait a minute. You can't do it. I'm trying to get my clock. I've somehow lost my clock there. No, 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 no. I had it. Now it's gone. Just a minute. Timer, timer. Oh, damn it. How did this happen? Okay, hold on. I've lost my clock. Somehow I'm on world clock, which I don't want. Cancel. Ugh.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah, somehow.
It's like the little, when you're on world clock, it's like on the bottom, like here, it'll have
Yeah.
like a little stopwatch.
Yeah, I know. I've gone to it, but it's putting world time.
Oh,
It's cancel. Now it's got world time.
let me see if I
The
can.
timer ends no. Cancel. God damn it. What's
Are you
happening?
on the part like this?
No, I'm on the part like, oh, fuck. Sorry.
You're good.
I'm like here. It's like something.
Oh, you are not in the same spot. Okay, if you click on the little clock, the clock app,
did. I
and
did.
you're in it.
I did. The timer. I'm clicking on it. Timer. Timer. And what's coming up is when time stops. This.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know how
Oh,
to.
you're on time. Okay, but right next to it, there's a stopwatch. Like one over to the left.
This is what's coming up. A lap thing.
Okay, you're on lap. You need to be on. Okay, if you go like this and you swipe this way, you're going to be back on it.
God bless you. Thank
I
you
was
so
like, I don't know. If I could see what you were doing, it would help. Okay. What was the first line? Boyfriend broke his hip, long road to recovery. Got it. Okay.
All right. Ready?
I think so. Oh, I did it. Okay. Hmm.
And action.
When my boyfriend broke his hip, it was a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. I mean, the ER visit, surgery, and rehab. It was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge and they told us all of our Medicare benefits. And then after he called us, he researched rehab facilities for us. And then he called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
28 seconds. That was really good, Jennifer.
Okay, cool. I feel like I messed up, but
You want to try it again, honey?
yeah, because I almost like fumbled. I don't know if you could hear it, but I could hear it. So let me try it again. I got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
just relax and action.
When my boyfriend broke his hip, it was a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. The ER visit, surgery, and rehab, it was all so overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge and they walked us through all of our Medicare benefits. And then after the call, he researched rehab facilities for us. And then he called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
28 seconds. Good girl.
Okay. That time I didn't stumble where I did before. So cool.
Okay, good work.
Okay.
I know. You guys are doing much better than I did. I'll tell you that. All right, Nancy. How did I know it was going to be Nancy?
I don't know.
I think Murray sent me a little furball message.
Oh, yeah, he was, I just gave him some food, so hopefully he won't make a cameo now, but oh well. Okay.
All
So,
right, here we go.
hi, I'm Nancy Livingston. I'm from Mission Viejo, California, and this is for Who Does This? HIP.
Thank you. Whenever you're ready, Nancy.
When my husband broke his hip, he had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. The ER visit, the surgery, rehab, it was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge. He walked us through Medicare benefits. And then after the call, without asking, he researched rehab facilities for us. And then he called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
That was really good, Nancy. I'm going to ask you to turn in a different position. I want you to turn your chair a little bit to
Which way?
towards me. There you go. Towards me a little bit more. Like tilt it. Where's your camera? Let me see camera.
That's right.
There.
You want me to be
That's
close?
good.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. All right, let's start. And I'm going to time you now. And action.
When my husband broke his hip, there was, wait a minute, Tony, I still have this up on screen. Aren't I supposed to do this without it being on screen? There we go. And should I take myself out, self view?
I think so, yes. I think it confuses the way we look into camera. Look into cameras if you're talking to someone. There you go. And action.
When my husband broke his hip, there was a lot to deal with. Oh, sorry, I screwed that up. Let me start over.
What did you do?
There was a long, he had a long road to recovery. Okay, I got it.
All right, hold on and action.
When my husband broke his hip, he had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was so much to do. It was okay. I've got to start over again. I'm kind of, my nerves are getting to me.
All right. So I'm glad you're starting over because I think you're going too fast, Nancy,
Yeah,
and you're not letting yourself feel it. So
right.
just relax, let yourself feel it, and take your time, okay? Because you're kind of rushing through it.
Yeah, I know.
All right, take a nice deep breath in through your nose, hold, and now release it out through your mouth. All right, ready? And action.
When my husband broke his hip, he had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was so much to deal with. And the ER visit, the surgery, the rehab. So it was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge. I'm sorry.
No, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to you because Nancy, to tell you the truth, I had the same problems.
Yeah, I'm feeling really rattled tonight just because I think
Yeah,
I'm acting up again. So
I think the words that you have to remember that will help you is needless. Those are the words that got me off too.
oh,
Needless to say and overwhelming. Those somehow, for some reason, kind of rattled me as well.
okay.
So just do this with me, all of you. Nancy, you're going to lead them. Take a deep breath in through your nose, hold for a count of 1, and let it out through your mouth for a count of 1. Take a deep breath for a count of 2 in through your nose. Hold 1, 2. Release it out of your mouth. 1, 2. Take one more deep breath in for a count of 3 through the nose. Hold 2, 3, and release it out through your mouth. There's something about that that gets the body relaxed again. So you're doing fine. Don't rush it. I give you full permission to substitute words when you can't remember them. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I did. All right.
Well,
And
I was able to memorize it. I mean, I had it memorized. I was walking around saying it all, but then as soon as I go on camera, it's like, ugh.
well, but Nancy, I was the same way yesterday.
Yeah.
And I think you just told us why. You said you're rattled from the bass coming through your house
No, it's a lot of other things, but
and your brother and all that stuff. But I just let me, as a pep talk to you as an actress. No, he knows you're upset. He says you want to go.
no, he's just being Murray.
I love Murray. Do not say any slander against that cat. Um, See, you just need to laugh and relax. And because I was like you yesterday, I was just a mess. So the point is, let's have you overcome it and show me the actress inside of you. All right. And I'm going to start in a minute. And actions.
When my husband had his hip surgery, he had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was so much to deal with. In the ER visit, the surgery, rehab, it was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge. He walked us through all the Medicare benefits, and then, without asking, he researched rehab facilities for us. Then he called us back on his day off without asking. I mean, who does that?
29.48 seconds. You almost did 30 seconds.
Yeah, I
So
added.
wasn't that worth it? And you did a nice job.
Okay, I added some words here and there, I think.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
I was,
okay.
I,
If you buy it, Tony, then that's great.
if you want to do it again, I'll let you, but I was really pleased with it.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I think you
Thank
did a
you.
really good job.
Thank you.
So it just shows you sometimes you got to breathe through your anxiety, and the other side is genius. I always say if you can breathe through that darkness that's in front of you right then and there, the other side is genius. And you did a great job just now.
Okay, thank you.
Very proud of you. Okay, next.
Okay, now I've got it. And then
Who's next? Eamon. Hi.
I all right.
I
When do
want
I slate?
so you slate your name, where you're from, and the name, who does this, hip.
Okay. Hi, my name is Eamon McGrail. I'm from North Hollywood, California. I live in North Hollywood, California. And this is for who does this hip.
Whenever you're ready.
When my wife broke her hip, we had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. The ER visits, surgery, and rehab. It was overwhelming, so I called our healthcare concierge. He walked us through all of our healthcare benefits. But after the call, without asking, he did research on rehab facilities for us. Then he called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
Nicely done. Nicely done. How'd you feel about that?
I think I got some line wrong, but felt a little.
I don't think so, but again, it was really nice. So let's have you do it now. I'm going to time you. All right, honey.
Okay.
And action.
Do I slate the name?
No, hold on. Let me stop it. No, I've already got your name.
Okay.
Action.
When my wife broke her hip, there was a lot to deal with. Needless to say, I've forgotten everything about the side now completely.
Oh my God. I did too. I mean, it just happens.
No,
You want
I'm
us
just
to
going to
put,
improvise the lines.
do you want to put us back? You want to put it back up for him and let him look at it one more time?
Yes, please.
All right, Alicia, can you put it back up for him, honey? You see it?
Long road to recovery. Yeah, long road to recovery. Okay, now I can do it.
All right, can you take it off, Alicia? Thank you so much. And action.
When my wife broke her hip, she had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. The ER visit, surgery, and rehab. It was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge. He walked us through all of our Medicare benefits. And then, after the call, he did some research on rehab facilities for us. And then he called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
31.84 seconds. Do you want to see if you can tighten it up a little bit?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, I think you can pull it off. Just tighten it up a little bit. Very close, so, and it was nicely done. And action.
When my wife broke her hip, she had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. The ER visit, the surgery, rehab. It was all overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge. He walked us through all of our Medicare benefits. And then, after the call, without asking, he did research on rehab facilities for us. And then he called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
29 seconds. Good lad. Perfect. Really good.
Yeah.
All right. Good work. Next. Look at how pretty you look. Love
I'm
your
nervous.
hair. I love your hair. It
Thank
looks
you.
so pretty on you. Okay.
Thank you. Actually, I went to the beach today, so I think that
Just calmed you
refreshes
out
my-
and yeah.
Yeah, good.
Do you live close to the beach?
About 20 minutes away, and there were no waves today, and you could see to the bottom of the ocean. And it was just like,
Where
oh.
are you in Florida?
Well, I'm in Coral Springs, and it's about 20 minutes east of like the actual coast, the coastline.
Coral Springs is very shishy, huh?
I don't think so. Boca is. That's kind of close.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
Coral's.
Boga is nouveau riche. Coral is old, the old beautiful homes.
Oh, do you mean Coral Gables?
Yeah, isn't that where you are?
Yeah. No, I'm in Coral Springs, but Coral Gables is definitely like older. They have the Biltmore there. It's beautiful. Um, if you ever want to visit.
Well, I think I will be visiting because my fiance's son works at a big popular bar in Miami, so we'll be going there. And I used to work with Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus in Venice, so I really like Florida. I always have.
Well,
Except for
when you do, let me know.
all right, sweetie. So I want you to slate your name and who does this, HIP, and where you're from.
Okay. My name is Katharina Knoll. I'm from Coral Springs, Florida, and I'm doing Who Does This HIP.
Good girl. And action.
When my husband broke his hip, he had a long road to recovery. And needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. The ER visit, surgery, and rehab, it was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge. She walked us through all of our Medicare benefits, but after the call, without asking, he researched rehab facilities for us. Then he called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
Good work.
Okay. Oh God. Okay.
Oh, I know. You ready? It's okay.
Okay.
Think about it. And action.
Oh God. I'm completely blanking out.
That's okay. Do you want us to put it back up for you so you can look at it again?
Yes, please. Thank
All right.
you.
Alicia, do you mind putting it back up for a second for Katharina just to gaze at? Thank you, sweetie.
Okay. When my husband broke his hip.
I think yesterday I kept leaving out the word needless to say. He had a long recovery.
Yeah, it's one of those that I don't know. It's like there's gonna be like that one phrase that's like, okay.
Oh no, all the phrases weren't working for me, trust me. Okay, you got it now? All
I
right.
think so. To
All
my
right.
abilities. Yeah. Okay.
And action.
When my husband broke his hip, he had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. The ER visit, surgery, and rehab, it was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge and he walked us through all of our Medicare benefits. So then he called back without us asking and researched rehab facilities for us. Then he called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
Okay, 34 seconds. You got all the words in. Now let's just,
Did okay.
now let's, yeah, just tighten it up a little bit, okay, Katharina? All right, and you ready? Okay, and action.
When my husband broke his hip, He had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. The ER visit, surgery, and rehab, it was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge. Then he walked us through all of our Medicare benefits. Then he called us without asking and researched rehab facilities for us. Then he called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
Okay, well, we know that you had a mind fart there. I call those mind,
Brain fart.
yeah. So let's do it again, because that came out pretty
Okay.
long.
Okay.
And action.
When my husband broke his hip, he had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. The ER visits, surgery, and rehab, it was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge. He walked us through all of our Medicare benefits. Then he called us without asking and researched rehab facilities for us. Then he called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
33 seconds. Do you think you can get it down to closer to 30?
I'll do my best.
No, you'll do it.
Okay, I'll do it. I got to.
All right, girl. And action.
When my husband broke his hip, he had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, it was a lot to deal with. The surgery, the ER visit, and rehab, it was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge, and there he walked us through all of our Medicare benefits. And Jesus, oh, no.
All right, I'll give you one last chance.
Okay. Okay.
He called us back, and then without asking, he called us the next day.
Call us back.
And then without asking, he called us back the next day. Who does that? He had
Okay.
researched all the rehab facilities, and then he called us back the next day on his day off. All right?
Okay.
All right, here we go. This is it. Action.
When my husband broke his hip, he had a long road to recovery. I mean, oh my God, I'm screwing up. I'm sorry.
Well, don't be sorry. It's okay. It just, the thing is that if this happens on a set, you really are screwed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if that happens, all you need to say, Katharina, and do is say, I need to look at the script, and then go to where you think you're screwing up and say it 3 times
Okay.
out loud. All right, I'm
Okay.
gonna let you come in at the end. Ken, let's bring in Ken, and you'll give you some time to remember it. All right, Kenny.
Hi.
Hi. So slate your name and where you're from.
Hi, my name's Kenneth Fu, and I'm in Los Angeles, California.
And the commercial is
The commercial's RIP.
what?
The commercial is HIP.
No, it isn't. It's who does this
Oh, who does?
HIP.
Oh, and the commercial is who does it in HIP.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
When my wife broke her hip, she had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. The ER visit, surgery, and rehab. It was overwhelming. So I called our healthcare concierge. He walked us through all our Medicare benefits. After the call, without asking, he researched the rehab facilities for us. Then he called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
Nice. All right, let's get rid of it, Alicia. Okay. And action.
When my wife broke her hip, she had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. The ER visit, the rehab, and surgery. It was overwhelming. So we called our healthcare concierge. He walked us through all our health Medicaid benefits. And after the call, without asking, he researched the rehab facilities for us. And then he called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
32 seconds. You think you can cut it down just a little bit?
Yes.
That was really good, Ken.
Oh, thank you.
And ready?
Yeah.
And action.
When my wife broke her hip, it was a long road for her to recover. Needless to say, there was a lot of deal with.
What did you just do?
I said the wrong thing.
Oh, you did that onomatopoeia. Don't let your breath out, you guys. If you
Okay.
want to, say a word on it.
Uh-huh.
It was overwhelming. Don't do, it was overwhelming.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then how did I say that? Just it was overwhelming, just like that. Okay.
And action. Ah,
Okay.
we'll do it again.
Okay. Okay.
Action.
When my wife broke her hip, she had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with. The ER visit, surgery, and rehab. It was overwhelming. So we called our healthcare concierge. He walked us through all our Medicaid benefits. Then, without asking, after the call, he researched the rehab facility for us. Then he called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
31 seconds. Good lad. All right. 31 seconds. I'm very happy about that.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything left? Do you want to try it again? Anybody want, Katharina, do you want to try it again?
I'll try it again.
All right. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm not going to do it too many times. I'll let you do it one more time. And
Thank
action.
you. When my husband broke his hip, he had a long road to recovery. Needless to say, there was a lot to deal with: the ER visit, surgery, and rehab. So I called our healthcare concierge, and he walked us through all of our Medicare benefits. After the call, without asking, he researched rehab facilities for us. Then he called us back on his day off. I mean, who does that?
Good girl. 29 seconds. You did it. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
That's good.
Your tip was so helpful.
My what?
Your tip, the repeating it 3 times,
Yes, really
that
helped.
really helped. Yeah, thank you.
All right. So let's everybody come back.